Hey, everybody! It's Halloween.
Good evening.
Good evening. Welcome to Halloween edition of Spoopy Boys.
Spoopy boy.
My lovely wife joins in, we'll have a moderator for a trivia throwdown. But until then, we were briefly talking about some recent movies we'd watched. So throw it at me, The Lodge.
The Lodge, aka Fuck Yo Kids.
Those kids are wow. They're next level.
So it's a really good movie.
It is.
But I think I wrote this in my tiny review that
you had a very good review for it.
I said this movie will leave you with feelings. You'll get them feelings.
Angry.
I left this movie angry.
Yeah, same here. Angry and slightly depressed, but also I was like, I'm kind of glad I saw it once.
Yeah, I'm glad I watched it. It's a very good movie.
It is, and
it's extremely well acted.
Yes,
It's well done. It disorientates you a lot, in a good way. Like you're left again you've got someone who may or may not be a reliable narrator.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically called gaslighting the movie. Oh shit.
Oh wow.
Uh-oh, you got the echo going.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh, and you can hear Maeve in all her glory. Wonderful.
Maeve, why don't you go up into your room so Arya doesn't bug you?
Tony, why don't you mute your mic?
Yeah, listen to mommy.
Oh, sorry.
No, I liked it, but I don't need to see it again.
Yeah, unless like I was curating some movies or something like that, I don't think I would ever have a need to return to it on my own for my own viewing purposes. Like once was enough. I got the message.
Yeah. Kind of like Goodnight Mommies, kind of like that too.
Yeah. Oh God, yeah.
Where you're like, this is good. It's super intense, but I don't need to see it again.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. Nobody needs this shit.
Mm-mm.
But yeah, I did feel like it should have just been called "Fuck Yo Kids" the movie.
Yeah, and those kids are straight up diabolical. Like at some point, there's points where I was like, are they like, wait, really? Did they pull up like that's next level? Like, wow. But then it did work. It all works. But it's just like these
grief and revenge is a hell of a motivation.
Yeah, and that ending that packs a wallop. You're just like, oh no.
I kept thinking at any moment she was gonna know. But she didn't, and that made it far scarier.
Yeah. The fact that she obviously had not overcome her trauma and
they broke a person.
Yeah. But all props to Riley Keough.
God, yeah, fucking great performance. Those kids were great as well.
Yeah,
and a lot of their shit is subtle, like when the boy is like, don't do that, and she just basically telling her like we should just drop this, and she just goes no. Is scary because that girl can't be more than 10 years old. And she was in that 1 second was the scariest thing in that movie.
Yeah,
when it was just like, no, we're not dropping this.
But we're gonna break this woman because she's not our mom. It's just like Jesus.
But anyway, like I said, I just finished, literally 10 minutes ago, I finished watching a flick called Come True, and I do recommend it. It'll fuck with you. I mean, as far as like if you have nightmares, night terrors, or sleep paralysis, do not watch this movie.
Oh, one of those.
It's not jump scare. It's just this persistent dread.
Is it like Gerald's Game gross, where there's like dudes licking feet and you're just like,
Okay. It's like early Cronenberg, the starkness of it and the facility portions of it, with a lot of like Panos Cosmatos, like touches of color in that kind of lens, like 80s lens flare. Along with
definitely like probably more like towards Beyond the Black Rainbow.
That's what I was gonna say. It's very much got a Beyond the Black Rainbow
I love that.
And, it's almost like high budget analog horror. I had to cover my eyes some because there's a lot of flashing in spots, like video tracking stuff.
Yeah.
And some like just some visual stuff that like really messed with my eyes and can like was like, oh, this is gonna cause a headache really quick.
Yeah.
The lead actress was amazing.
Oh,
and
who was there? Or who was
I don't know who she is. I've never seen her in a movie before. She was fantastic though.
Okay.
Yeah, it's very good. It's very, 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 very good. And it goes from like that stark, almost clinical settings to walking through people's dreams.
Oh,
and it's something. The ending is a huge punch.
Oh,
it lands so hard.
Okay. All right. Yeah, I'm gonna look this up, man.
It's really good. I really, really enjoyed it. It was like if When Evil Lurks has been the most disturbing thing I've watched, been like just straight for the jugular right off the bat. That movie does not like take any prisoners.
That's what
it's
I hear.
Like, fuck your feelings, fuck everything. God is dead. This movie is the opposite end of that, in the same realm of being that good. Like, I will never watch When Evil Lurks again, but it was fucking awesome.
Oh, it's that intense?
It's, you know, that the poster for the movie?
Oh God. Oh, wait. No, don't tell me that
happens. And it takes more than one blow for the lady to die.
Oh, so that's what I think is happening. Oh no. Oh.
There's also a scene where some kids drag a lady across the school floor and are repeatedly hitting her in the head with a hammer. And she just, because they're little, it takes a lot of hits.
I'm gonna watch it.
It's really good. I mean, I've never thought about it, and are kind of spoilers, I guess, but like possession as a disease.
Oh.
Like, we're not in like normal world. It's like this world is all fucked up, kind of like, and they never ever just directly spell it out, but they're kind of like, if somebody becomes a rotter or they're possessed, like people just fucking leave the whole town, because that thing will get out and it possesses everybody. And once that shit starts happening, you're fucked. Like, ooh, it's got a very 70s feel to it.
I've seen like bits. I haven't seen the full trailer. I watched like part of it with like the volume off, just looking at the visuals of it. It looked really cool. And I know the synopsis basically, but the thing about it is everyone who's seen it has just been raving about it. Like,
it's not the scare. So you're like, oh, it's the scariest movie of the year, all this stuff. I'm like, it was disturbing. I wasn't ever. There were two parts where I jumped though, and I don't jump easy unless I'm playing Project Zomboid. Okay. But there's a scene that like you feel might gonna happen, and then you're like, oh, this isn't gonna happen. They kind of keep going back to it so often. And when it happens, I literally was like, oh shit. Like, I can't believe that just happened. That's really fucked up.
Lovely. Okay. It's on Shudder, right?
Yeah, they're both these movies are on Shudder.
Oh, perfect. Awesome.
I recommend them. I mean, watch When Evil Lurks first, because Come True will be a nice like palate cleanser after that.
Okay, good.
Because it's when I say When Evil Lurks feels like a 70s movie, I'm talking all the way through to the end.
All right. Oh, good. That means it's just going to be a complete downer. Because I'm thinking of like Don't Look Now and stuff like that.
That ending is. Once I got to the ending, I was like, please don't let this be the end. And it was the end. And I was like, fuck. This is the end? We're going to leave it like this, guys? You really hate me. And I immediately was like, I need to watch something else. I need a different movie. So I tried a palate cleanser after The Lodge, and it did not cleanse the palate.
Oh, yeah.
It sucked.
Yeah.
The West of Hell is awful. Great cast, great premise, shit movie.
I'll have to look that one up too, just to see what it's about.
Lance Hendrickson, Tony Todd. It's a Western. Hendrickson's the devil.
Oh.
Like, premise wise, execution wise, fat turd.
Ooh, yeah, it's not looking good on the. People are not liking this. Not even Google. Google movies are like, nope, and they like everything. Yeah.
I was very like any movie where you try to get me to root for a rebel soldier and slightly push like the narrative of slave owners being okay. I'm like, and then when you try to win me back at the very end with some questionable shit, I'm like, no.
Here, I'm gonna let Arya out real quick. My dog, she is fussing at me, and then we'll get back to the spoopiness after these messages. Beep, beep.
All right, so Tony,
Yeah.
I saw your picture in the chat, and I was like, "Holy fuck!" Remind me to never mess with Tony and her giant biceps.
Well, you know, I got nothing else to do when I'm not working, so you know, Colin and I, we just hang out in the garage and lift weights.
Yeah, no, you're
I mean, this
not
comes
lying.
together, stays together.
Exactly.
It's true. It's true.
Also,
Like,
I'm
you guys
not.
have
I'm not
great
going to
team.
watch that movie with you. Just so you, whatever
Okay.
one you guys are just talking about, I think
Yeah.
you're on your own.
Yeah, when evil lurks, yeah,
Yeah.
I don't blame you. Like I
Although you watched Girl on the Third Floor last night with me, so props to you for that.
yeah,
Oh yeah, that was really good.
yeah.
It was
Pepsi
good.
Phil was good in that movie.
He is, and but I was not ready for. I did not know any of the like.
Oh, how
body horror was gonna happen. And it was just like
how gross it was gonna get.
Oh god, yeah.
Oh, see, and I liked all that. I was like, "Ooh, where's that marble going? Oh, he's gonna stroke out. That's gonna be great."
Oh god, it was disgusting. But like it was, it took a turn I was not expecting at all. When you finally figure out like what that banister above the bed was about, it's just like, oh,
it kind of reminded me a little bit as a more like supernatural version of the Black Coat's daughter.
Yeah, ooh,
which I also really liked. Where I was like, oh, this is some spooky shit.
Mhm.
Then it takes a kind of a turn at the end of the third act. We're like, oh, okay.
Yeah, it does. That's a beautiful movie though.
Yeah,
Like,
it really is
wonderfully shot.
Yeah, I don't know. How do you know? I know we're going to talk about this on Spoopy Boys After Dark during Extra Life. So how do you on the move? Yep. We're getting that first person, survival horror thing going on. How did you feel you came out on your list? Did you got to 31 a couple?
Oh yeah. I hit 34 today. It was a pretty good list, I say.
You were like, I cannot see, so
yeah, I was like, I can't read these. Like, where's my glasses?
Fair.
My favorite story about Tony and glasses is the first time we went to the optometrist together. Like,
shut up.
She would like forever like she's like, I don't need glasses, and then
I didn't need glasses.
And then so we go. It's like your first time to the optometrist since you're like in high school, and like he like does all the tests. Then he looks at you and he's like, "You've been driving?" Like with the most concern.
No, he said you've been driving at night, not just driving.
Oh yeah,
he
okay.
specified the night,
and that makes it safer.
You know what? I'm a night shift nurse, so I only drive during the day. So it doesn't,
All right.
Just saying.
I realized this year during this 31 and 31 just how bad my eyesight has deteriorated when I had to wear glasses to read subtitles.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I have to go back to get another optometrist appointment soon because I have to get checked for detached retina all the time in my right eye. And the last time they did it, I had a seizure, and I was like, "Well, I think we're done here today because I just puked all over your floor." So they were like, yeah, we'll just do this next time." I was like, "Hey, next time you can just put me under for it. I don't want to do that again." All right, so I've got about an hour tonight because I'm very hungry and I don't want to get. She was like spooked out on us. She was like, "Out." So you have thrown the gauntlet.
Yeah. I guess it's my challenge, huh?
Yes. So let's do this. I'm very nervous.
So what I was thinking, we could like go like one question, then another. But if we don't answer the question, it's up for the steal, and if no one gets it, it goes.
Hell yeah.
All right.
Oh, should I be keeping track of this?
If you want.
If you want. No, it's more for
Well, I
fun.
mean, I didn't know, like, who's gonna win then? If you're throwing the gauntlet down, Colin.
We'll see. We'll see.
Okay.
Shaggy, you keep score.
Yeah.
It's a group effort. All right.
Okay.
Then I guess age before beauty, my fine friend.
God damn it.
It's
All right.
okay. He says that to me all the time. We're just better looking than him, or no, he's not better looking than us. What am I thinking? We're both. We're both
look young because I have such a round face, such a baby.
Okay. All right, Ben. What character is revealed to be the werewolf in the movie Silver Bullet?
The preacher, the priest. I can't think of his name. I don't know his name, but
The priest is all it says.
yeah.
All right. Nice.
All right.
All right, Colin.
Mm-hmm.
In what movie does the government sanction an annual 12-hour period during
The Purge. The Purge.
Correct.
I'm going to let these questions go all the way through because I know one of these. It's like the first half's going to be like, oh, it's this movie, and then it's going to be like a sequel.
Oh God, I didn't even think about that. Good.
No, just keep doing what you're doing, Call. It's fine. No. Ben, I'm rooting for you. All right, Ben. What was the name of the killer and mortician in the movie Phantasm?
The tall man.
Yes.
Did they ever say an actual name?
I don't think they ever. No, I don't think.
I mean, the actor's Angus Scrim.
Angus Scrim. That's. I think everyone's like Angus Scrim.
Yeah, or tall man's.
Yeah. Yeah. I don't think. Yeah, he's. I don't think they ever give him a name, even when he's like
boy.
Yeah, like before they even figure out what he is and what he's about. I don't think he's ever just like he's that guy.
The mortician.
Yeah.
All right, you ready, fool?
Yeah.
All right. What post-apocalyptic horror TV series is based on the comic book series created by Robert Kirkman?
Could it be The Walking Dead?
Yes.
No, she was going to be Invincible. I was like, no.
Yeah. I was like, please, like, pick something else.
Okay. What is the name of the main character who studies witchcraft in the TV show Buffy the Vampire Slayer?
Buffy Summer. Oh, no. Who says witchcraft is Willow, but I don't remember her last name.
That is correct. Willow Rosenberg.
I never watched that. I would have lost.
Really?
I never watched it either.
Yeah, man.
Buffy was solid.
It passed me by. I did get into Angel, strangely enough, and everyone's
That
like,
sounds
what?
strange. I know so many people are like, yeah, Buffy's pretty good, but Angel's way better. And I'm like,
yeah.
Okay, well, sure.
I really enjoyed that one. That was fun.
I mean, Joss Whedon sucks cock, but I mean,
yeah, he does. He's a horrible human being.
Yeah,
but
I mean,
I also love Dr. Horrible.
Yeah, I mean, I can separate the art from the artist, and the fact that Joss Whedon, you fucking suck.
Yeah, I love Firefly though. Thank you.
But you made some stuff that I don't despise. I just despise you.
Yeah, you're not.
There you go.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Well, I know you're gonna know this one, Colin, because you actually asked me this the other day. Okay.
Yeah.
Michael Myers' mask is supposedly based on what famous actor?
And this is for me, right?
Yep.
Oh, Michael. William Shatner.
Yes, you just told me that 3 days ago or something.
Yeah. You were unaware of that.
The Shat.
All right.
Weird thing that was a mask back then. Full like rubber Shatner Captain Kirk mask
with like the textures of where he has like the little like mole and everything like that. Like it's just okay.
Which is interesting because his face melts off in Devil's Reign.
Oh yeah, that's a fun. Did he direct that?
No, he did not direct. John Travolta dies horribly in that movie as well.
Yeah.
There's a lot of famous people in that. I mean, Ernest Borgnine is the devil in that movie.
That's right. Yeah, I was getting that confused with. Is it Kingdom of the Spiders that he directed?
Did he direct that? I know he's in it. I've watched it numerous times.
I thought
Unfortunately,
there's
embarrassingly.
I thought there's something really cheesy that he directed that is just like
He was in a movie where they all spoke Esperanto.
didn't yeah.
And
Yeah, I forgot. He's actually an ambassador for the language of Esperanto.
the writer of Tech Wars. Never forget.
Yeah, never forget Tech Wars. Okay. Yeah, sorry, Tony.
It's all good. I like your sidetracks. It's it makes my ADHD seem just normal. All right, Ben. What type of virus is unleashed in the 2016 movie Train to Busan?
Busan.
It's a zombie virus. I don't know if it has a different name. It just says it's a zombie virus.
No, it's zombie virus. Correct.
I was like, oh God, this has got to be a trick question.
Yeah.
I don't really think any of these are trick questions. Okay, call. What 2014 horror comedy is about beavers becoming zombies?
Zombievers.
Yes. I didn't know that, but I feel like you can't get that wrong.
So, have you ever seen the New Zealand movie Black Sheep?
I own it.
Yeah, that's what whenever I saw Zombievers coming out, I'm like, New Zealand beat you to this.
Yeah, and they did it much better, to be honest. Yeah, no, Black Sheep is very fun.
Black Sheep's very good.
Yeah. Right,
I like the movie with the bears on cocaine. That was good.
I haven't watched that yet. How was it?
Oh, it was really good.
Was it super fun?
It was fun. Yes,
I bet I can get Cassandra to watch that one.
It's a fun time. And Carrie Russell is like everyone's hilarious in it. Like, yeah, it's so silly. It's so
Elizabeth Banks directed that, right?
Mm-hmm.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Good job, Elizabeth Banks. Thank you, Elizabeth Banks. Thank you for watching Spoopy Boys as well.
Yeah, Shaggy's dead on right there.
Yeah, we don't stay on topic very long around here.
The whole channel.
I'm not being a very good moderator. Maybe I'm supposed to be like honing it in.
I try occasionally. No. Just ride the wave.
Okay. All right. Next. Who's up, Ben?
Yes.
All right. Set in the 1630s New England, what 2015 movie involves an English farmer and his family who relocates to a forest which lurks with an unknown evil?
The Witch.
Yes, I watched this.
Yeah,
it's really good.
Yeah,
I'd be the witch.
Yeah, it was good.
Did you see Gretel and Hansel?
I have not seen that yet. Is that good?
Yes, it's very much like, hey, did you like The Witch? Because this is more of that, except for in the confines of that fairy tale. It's very good. I really liked it, and I can't think of the actress's name.
Alice Kriege.
Yeah, Alex Kriege was tremendous as
the Borg Queen in First Contact.
As the witch, she is awesome.
Yeah, I've been meaning to see that. It's one of those things that, like, I just never got around to it. But like the trailer looked gorgeous, and just that shot of her like pulling the braid out of her mouth, but like it's also like succulently like sucking it at the same. It's just like,
yeah, it's definitely like folk horror, like fairy tale horror.
Okay,
it's fantastic. I mean, it's not gory or anything. There's a lot of horrific stuff implied.
Okay, all right,
a lot,
like Five Nights at Freddy's.
Or like the actual fairy tale of this.
Or like
like they were like, oh yeah, we're gonna go hard with this Brothers Grimm shit. Enjoy.
Yeah, man. Brothers Grimm do not play around at all. It's disgusting. All right.
Ready?
Yeah.
All right. Okay. This is a quote. Call. Trust is a tough thing to come by these days. Name the movie.
Is this The Thing?
Yes.
Yeah, I just was watching that before.
We're all very tired and no one trusts anyone anymore.
Such a good movie.
Oh.
I was like, oh, is he gonna miss this one?
I know. I kind of thought, I'm like, no, he loves this movie. He wouldn't
Yeah.
miss this.
It's my all-time favorite movie.
Yeah, no, well, for a second, because like I almost second guessed myself because it's like it's a lot of recent movies like that have been doing the questions so far, but it was just like, no. Okay.
All right.
Your turn.
What movie stars professional wrestler Roddy Piper as a drifter who discovers a box of special sunglasses?
They Live. Greatest
Pro
movie.
wrestlers versus zombies.
The greatest movie fight scene of all time. All 12 minutes of it.
It's so good. You dirty motherfucker.
Also, Keith David rules in that movie. Keith David rules in almost every movie.
Yeah. He's man. That's what an unstoppable duo. It's a shame they didn't save the. Well, no, they do save the Earth. Yeah, never mind.
They just don't get saved.
They don't get saved at all.
No.
Meg Foster, you trifling witch. All right. Yes.
Okay. Next. Okay. Oh, okay. In the movie Invasion of the Body Snatchers, what activity are the survivors most afraid of?
Sleep.
Yes.
All right.
I was gonna be like, which version?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, no, that went through my head.
There's like 8 versions of that movie.
We're talking about
I think probably the 70s one with your doppelganger Donald Pleasance.
Yeah.
Or not Donald Pleasance,
Donald Sutherland.
Donald Sutherland.
And then there's who's the guy? Abel Ferreira did his own riff on it with the Puppet Masters, I think, right? Which is Robert Heinlein's.
Masters is a Robert Heinlein story. There was a 90s version of Body Snatchers as well.
Yeah, wasn't yeah.
I don't even remember anybody that was in it, but I know I've seen it at least once. And then there's the black and white, like 60s one.
I think
that's amazing.
Tilly's in it. Or no, Meg Tilly is in the 90s.
Yeah, that sounds familiar.
Yeah.
Puppet Masters also has Donald Sutherland in it, though.
Yeah. Puppet Master, yeah, that's a fun connection. Although, like, the Donald Sutherland 70s version of Invasion of the Body Snatchers is just the best. Just the best.
Though the first one is not quite as good, but it's damn good. That ending of that movie is
when he comes running up.
Like he jumps on the back of that military truck and he pulls back the tarp and it's just pods.
Yep.
And you're like, oh, we're fucked.
Mm-hmm. Oh, it's so good. And then there's the not very good 2000 some remake with Nicole Kidman. Just called The Invasion.
Yeah.
Oh, Danny Craig's in it. I like Danny Craig. Danny Craig, thanks for watching Spoopy Boys. Okay. Is it Ben's turn? Yeah.
It is.
Yeah. All right. What 1983 slasher film ended with a gender-bending twist by the lakeside?
Sleepaway Camp.
Yes.
Love that movie.
Never gonna get over seeing that dong. That shocked me when I was a kid.
It was very cold
what
that
the fuck did we just watch?
Yeah.
I saw that movie when I was like 11, and I was like, what in the fuck is happening?
Yeah, that's a movie that, like, if when you don't have that ending spoiled for you, it's just like the what?
Yeah.
And the more disturbing than anything, I think, was the noise.
And her weird, like, the way they like imposed her head on that body. It looks good, but it looks so unnatural, which makes the whole visual image so much more disturbing.
There's such an uncanny valley thing going on where it's like, what?
And that is not a bad movie.
No, not at all. I love that movie. Unashamed.
It's a very good camp slasher movie.
It's got one of my favorite back and forths where it's like, hey, Ricky, eat shit and die. Hey, Bill, eat shit and live.
I mean, I put it right there with The Burning. I really do. I think.
The Burning, yes. Burning is so it's like so overlooked. It's insane how that's not brought up more. It's
got young George Costanza in it,
and he's like a mover and shaker in the movie. He's like a dude you want to hang with. He's kind of the cool guy at camp. It's like George.
Weird.
George. And yeah, I can't talk. The Burning's amazing. I love that movie. But sleepaway camp's great too. Anyways, let's get off this tangent for another question.
Okay, it's another quote. What's in the box? Name the movie.
Oh, well, obviously this is the guy who directed Donnie Darko. It's his movie starring Cameron Diaz. No, it's not. It's not The Box. It's Seven. Gotcha. Got y'all.
I was gonna say, I was like, what?
I was like, where are you going with this? Are you like doing 7 degrees of separation there? I was like,
I know. I was very confused. I was like, what's in the box? What's in the box?
Well, it started with David Cronenberg, who hired Jeff Goldblum to be in The Fly with Gina Davis. Gina Davis was with Brad Pitt in that movie, Thelma and Louise. We go to Brad Pitt being in Seven, and boom! Sorry.
No, I'm just kind of like, whoa.
Look who's in the background.
Oh.
See, after watching The Lodge today, that's even more disturbing. I'm like,
get out of the house. Just leave the kids and just get out now.
That's actually a fight I would like to see, is Mae versus that girl. That would be like a battle of wills. Mom's upstairs. Watch out, Tony.
Story of our lives.
Father.
Yeah. Do you see how she looked at me? Like,
she lurks. She lurks. She's a little creeper, but Killian used to do the same. He like creep around corners.
Okay. Watching you, so like only one side of their face is in light, the other's all shadowed.
Oh, yeah. There's been moments where like I've been sleepily like going to the bathroom or whatever, and like I can see through like the slit in the door, and like I look up or something like that, and like there's an eyeball like peeking through, and it's just like, oh god! And then he's like, "Sorry, Dad, I didn't want to bother you." Like,
I wanted to see what you were doing in there.
Yeah.
Oh god, what's that? I can't remember what Justin McElroy's daughter. Have you heard the episode where she walked into the bathroom when he was finishing showering?
Can't get it on.
Whoa! That is super cool.
Ben said that's super cool.
Wait, does this stick?
No, it doesn't stick.
What she say? She said something. I'm sorry about your little problem, or something like that. And he was just like,
Mom,
my entire manhood was crushed in like the span of like 3 seconds by my, by my daughter as I was trying to cover up my business.
That's hilarious. Oh god. Yeah, I got Tony into them not too long ago. We were watching some Sawbones like live stuff. It was pretty good.
Have you watched the TV show?
The TV show?
There's 6 episodes they did for CISO.
No way.
They did an actual TV show. It's pretty great.
Oh man, I love CISO. They had a lot of good product. There's one show that is just disappeared completely. I think it was called like Shrink or something like that. It was wonderful. One of the best. Like, it was a very insightful, very cool comedy all around. Like this guy who's hoping to be a therapist and stuff, and it's just gone now in the ether. It's just like,
you should be able to find my brother and me out there as a TV show.
Yeah.
There's a couple like absolutely classic things because it's all shot in their hometown.
Ooh.
So every episode they go bother the mayor, which is really funny. So they pick a question and they do it. And the last episode is a Candle Nights episode. Where they actually do I think it's their first ever live Candle Nights. They do it.
Okay.
But it's great. It's really, really, really good. Plus, you also get to like see a lot of the people that they mention. Like you get to see everybody's wife and kids. But this is like a number of years ago, so it's like I think Justin might have been the only one with kids at that time.
Okay.
You could see the wives and everything. So
yeah, it was wonderful when they brought their dad onto their gaming stuff. I was just like,
Clint's in it. They go visit Clint at the radio station because that was when he was still working for Clear Channel. And they try to do radio intros for country songs, and it goes awesome.
I bet.
Yeah, it was before Clint could quit that gig.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's really good. It's only like 6 episodes, like 25 minutes a piece.
Oh, okay.
They smash everything into those.
I wonder if that'd be on their YouTube channel.
It might very well be. It's
maybe.
It's really funny.
I'll
Like,
check it out.
even people who don't care for them near as much as I do have been like, okay, that's fun. That show's fun.
I like them. They're hilarious. I put them on the background all the time when I'm doing stuff. And
I'm glad you guys are digging Sawbones. I think Sawbones is really funny.
It is good. It's good stuff.
And I always kind of learn something.
Yeah, I just love her love for medicine. That's infectious.
I don't think she won her bid for the State House though.
Oh yeah.
So I don't know.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a fantastic program. But I also like, I like the show they do with Russ Freshtick and Chris Plant, who Justin started Polygon.
Oh yeah,
They do
yeah.
a show where the besties, where they talk about video games, which was originally like a Polygon podcast, and then Justin and Griffin left Polygon, but they still do the podcast with Freshtick and Plant. So yeah, I literally like all this. Monster Factory is one of I look forward to so much. But anyway,
yeah, they're great.
Okay.
All right, want me to move on? Okay. In the movie Maniac, what body part taken from victims did the murderer nail to mannequins?
Heads.
Mannequins. Oh my gosh.
Heads.
More specific.
Damn. I haven't seen this in a super long time. Mouths.
Scalps.
It's not. I was gonna steal it.
Oh, sorry, I forgot. It's the first one someone hasn't gotten.
You would have known that.
Shaggy, mark it.
I'm just gonna give it to you because I know you knew that.
Oh, I did.
I still haven't watched the remake with a lot.
Oh, it's good. It's good. It's been a long time since I've seen the original, but I really, really, really liked Elijah Wood's.
I saw the original like late teens, and it was like one of those movies where like I need to take a bath after this.
Yeah, no, that's a grimy movie.
Yeah, just scrub the grime off.
That I rented that and Henry Portrait of a Serial Killer. Wow.
I think I saw those like the same like couple months, and I was like, this sucks.
Yeah, man, I felt bad, and I love like Henry's one of my favorites just because of how stark and like just like real it kind of is, and it, like play up anything to any grandiose. Everything's so like
it's very subdued.
Yeah, and I think the horror comes out of that. Just this
Clovitch Killer reminded me of that.
Yeah,
except for not from the killer's perspective, because Henry is very much like in Henry's perspective.
Yeah, and Michael Rooker really does what a wonderful performance from him. I mean, wonderful and how like just terrifying and everything's so under the surface. But yeah, man.
Oh, all right. You got a chance to put some space between us now.
Okay. Let's see. What are the names of the demon hunting brothers in the television series Supernatural?
Sam and Dean Winchester.
That is correct.
Sammy and Dino.
Sam and Dean. I love that show. That was a fun show. I have not finished it, but up through season.
Which is interesting because, what's his face who played Sam? Right? He's the tall guy. What's his name?
Jared Padalecki.
Yeah.
Yeah. In Gilmore Girls, his name was Dean. Yes, I know.
I can't front. You know that we watched Gilmore Girls, The Next Generation, or whatever it was on Netflix, and I enjoyed the hell out of it.
Everyone's got their stuff like that. Doug and his wife watch Grey's Anatomy, and there's like 30 fucking seasons to that show.
There's only 20. They're on season 20.
Every once in a while, I'll be like, "So how's your hospital show going?" He's like, "It's good. I'm like, "No, it's not." Don't lie to me. He's like, "No, I love that show." I'm like,
when Tony and I first started dating, I'd like come over and she'd put Grey's Anatomy on, and then you'd fall asleep, and I'd be stuck there for hours watching like Grey's Anatomy, like
There was
Okay,
a time period in college where I was super into Days of Our Lives. And the reason why is because I lived with like 5 girls.
Mhm.
And like I was, you know, also really loved wrestling at that time because I just like left going to wrestling school. And they started like watching wrestling on Monday nights. And then they would be like, "This is just a soap opera." And I was like, "No, it's not." And they were like, "It is. You should watch Days of Our Lives." And I was like, "No." And then I ended up having like an off period. Now we lived really close to campus, and I would watch it with a couple of them, and I was like, "This show's fucking awesome." So yeah, it took me a while to break away from that, but yeah, I feel you. I've watched fall down into weird rabbit holes.
Oh man,
Passions Cove.
Passions is wonderful.
I would love to go back and rewatch that show because that show was crazy.
Yeah, I want to see if like my memory is really on like how on cue and on point it is.
Dark Shadows on Crack is how I kind of remember.
It's like I remember like there was like the witch who was hanging out on like a beach chair,
there's
and then she had like a little puppet boy.
Yeah, there was a puppet guy. I'm just like, I need to watch.
Did he like ride a dolphin like out of the ocean?
I don't remember that, but I'm sure that show was just like a fever dream.
It was, yeah. No, I think it was Australian too, right? If I'm not mistaken. Those Aussies. That was Aussies. Super Spike.
Hey, Spike. Hey, Shaggy. Oh, Shaggy, you've been here the whole time. Spike, you just got here.
Okay, Tony, fire another one down the pipe.
Okay. What iconic horror movie actor appeared in the opening sequence of the 2006 film Hatchet?
In the opening sequence, there's so many famous. Oh,
I know.
Is it Robert Englund?
Oh, you.
It is.
He dies. Good. All I kept thinking was Tony Todd, and I was like, oh, he's not in the opening though. He's on their own. That was actually kind of a hard because there's a lot of horror people in that movie.
There are. I was so like, oh shit, and it was like, oh yeah, he's the whole impetus for I think Daniel Harris's character.
Yep.
Yeah, I don't think I've seen that one. Sorry, Paul.
They're fun.
I
have all 4.
They're okay. They're like, hey, do you want to watch a big dumb slasher movie? Like dumb slasher movie?
Yeah.
That's a perfect. It's like a get some friends together and hang out and watch a shitty movie.
Like Snakes on a Plane.
Kind of, yeah. I would say it's in that same vein, like Deep Blue Sea.
Yeah.
I really can't wait to see some of these people I know as actors die in the weirdest fucking way.
It's a Deep Blue Sea for slashers.
That's I would say Snakes on a Plane is in that same vein. Anaconda, the first Anaconda, I feel is in that.
Yeah.
In that too, where you're like, man, these people almost had a house payment due.
Yeah. Another big attraction to that to the Hatchet franchise for me is like, oh, let's showcase Kane Hodder. It's just like, oh yeah, let's do it. I'm all right with that. Yeah, I like him. He's fun. All right. Anyway.
All right. Okay. Next.
Mm-hmm.
What is the name of the main character in Pitch Black who has surgically modified eyes that allow him to see in the dark?
Well, first it's all about family with this.
It's all about family.
And you want to further the dark eye because it's Vin Diesel.
What's
no, his name's Riddick. Ah, fuck me.
I mean, you got it.
It's Dom Toretto.
I was like, I'm like, that's not right. I'm like, but it is right. But
Richard B. Riddick, if we're gonna be specific about it.
Well, it does say Richard B. Riddick. So.
It's Riddick Groot Toretto. As friends call him Groot.
I'm Toretto.
Dick Riddick.
Dick Riddick. Oh my god. Yeah.
It is Dick Riddick. That's pretty great. Next time we play a sci-fi game, I'm going to be Dick Riddick.
It's Little Dicky Riddick.
Little Dicky Riddick.
Hey everybody, you're not afraid of the dark, are you?
Okay, I got a quote. We all go a little mad sometimes. Name the movie.
Psycho.
Yes. I wouldn't have known that because I haven't seen Psycho.
It's I almost
said Scream.
You got to see it. It's really good.
There's a lot of movies I
You've
need to
never
see.
seen
Every time I say I haven't seen something, Colin gives me this.
I do
Yeah,
that
no,
to
that's what
Connor
I'm doing right now.
constantly, too. I think that's like just a male testosterone hormone issue. I've often said that most of the time just males in general communicate through movie quotes, song lyrics, and fart jokes. Basically, it's just like, have you not seen? And if you're super into it, then sports stats.
Mm.
Oh, that's where my eyes go.
Yeah.
I don't do sports anymore. So I just
Okay. Let's see. What 1989 movie is about a group of psychics that are stalked by puppets who have come to life?
It's the Full Moon Pictures classic, Puppet Master.
That is correct. I have seen that. I like those
Yeah.
movies.
goddamn Charles Band joint.
Woo! Charlie Band, baby.
If it weren't for Colin, I would not have seen 99% of the horror movies I have seen. Like
what would have filled that time and that brain space?
Oh,
You'd be like a brain surgeon right now.
probably. I don't know.
I could do this, but I got to go watch The Howling 2. Your sister's a werewolf.
We watched it on YouTube.
All right, and for those that don't know what I've just put in the chat, it is a link to the Spotify for Red Flags featuring Montaigne by Tom Cardy, which I'm obsessed with.
You are very upset.
Tom Cardy turned a song about a bad date that revolves around the movie Human Centipede into a fucking banger. It's so good. Like, I can't stop. Like, it's so groovy.
Mhm.
Also, Montaigne's got the voice of an angel.
Yeah. Oh, I got to show Tony the other person you showed me. That what's her name? She is wonderful.
Oh,
The song about-
Carolyn Cornstar.
yeah.
You know, the thing is like when she made a lot of those videos, she was like 16. I think she's maybe 19 now.
Wow.
Yeah, like I started, I can't remember what thing it was. I was like, I watched it. Maybe it was the stripper magician song was like the first thing I saw, and I was like, this shit's hilarious. But like the other thing I really like about her is like she's had 2 like terrible breakdowns, like hospitalization, mental health emergencies.
Oh, really?
And she talks about it all the time, and it's, I think, especially like how medication has robbed her of her joy and creativity, because she's I think she's maybe in Juilliard for dance.
Oh,
Like she's very, very good at like
that's
dance.
high pressure. That's crazy.
Mhm.
And like she's talked about like too, she's like, yeah, I have a hard time making YouTube videos now because like my meds just make me want to sleep.
Mhm.
Also living with a sister with a significant disability that also talks about like normalizing it. Her sister comes on her videos sometimes. Her sister's fucking hilarious. And she has a genetic malformity that's similar to like Fragile X syndrome. It was a disorder I'd never heard of. I'd never worked with. And I was just like, holy shit, this kind of looks like Fragile X. And I looked and it was kind of a subsidiary along the same line.
Huh.
Yeah, super interesting person. Really, really highly entertaining. I find them to be really funny. Cassandra finds them to be sort of funny some of the time. She's like, yeah, you just kind of beat me down with some of these videos. You just wear me out to the point where I'm like, I get to see it or hear it so much that now I'm like, that is pretty funny. I'm like, yeah, I give my humor out via Stockholm syndrome. So
That's how you do it.
all right.
All right.
I gotta hope you miss one soon.
Okay.
It can happen. Almost happened, but it's not going to happen.
What 1978 horror comedy directed by Joe Dante is a parody of the movie Jaws?
Is this me?
No, this is me.
Oh, I know this.
Parody of Jaws by Joe Dante. Oh man. I know this isn't right, but is it
Could be.
Ape? No, I know what it is. It's Piranha.
Oh.
Yes. Yes, good save.
I was like, all I could get in my head was schlock and ape. And I was like, well, schlock is John Landis.
Yeah.
So did he make an ape movie too? A big killer ape movie? And I just kept churning that over, and then someone put like, there's the parody of Jaws. I was like, oh fuck, it's Piranha.
Mm-hmm. Which is like, it's so low key as a parody.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Thank you, Super Spike. I would not have got that without you.
Damn you, Super Spike. But not really. Not really.
All right, you ready, Call?
Yeah.
All right. This 1982 film contained a scene where a young boy is dragged under his bed by his clown doll that comes to life.
Oh, could it be Poltergeist? Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh God, Maeve, that terror. Oh. That's a great movie, too. My strong hands. Ugh. Look at the disgust she's looking at my daughter with.
I was gonna say she knows she can hear you, right? Father.
I totally forgot.
Father, Pokemon.
Hey, Pokemon.
Father, Pokemon.
Oh, it was awesome. I pretended I was throwing up, and then I just threw a bunch of Pokemon cards on her today. It was wonderful.
Okay. A what? No.
Maeve, no makeup for you yet.
Oh, here it comes. I've heard this before.
Maeve. Okay.
Maeve, give us
Hang on.
like
We
8
got-
more minutes.
Yes.
I do love that this time she shut it down when you were like, no. She was like, okay.
That is true. Only Dad can wear the makeup around. Oh, my original Halloween costume too, because of how cold it got. I was like, I can't do this. I'm gonna freeze to death. But I was gonna body paint myself as Pikachu. And then we're like, I had a bandolier of bullets and stuff like that. And I was gonna be Commando Pikachu.
Oh gosh. Oh, that's disturbing.
It would have been. I'm bummed out, but instead, Dirty Dom, whatever.
Dirty Dom was great. You guys had a great duo costume.
Yeah, well, Tony was like, "I'm gonna be Rhea Ripley," and I was like, "Well, I guess I'll be Dom." It works.
She's like, "Hey, do you want one-way ticket to the gun show? Because here it's coming."
Right? Does me, shames me. She's got just.
That shames a lot of people. Me and you both.
It's falling down. It's not Halloween.
Shh. Okay. All right. I'm gonna just
Special guest.
Special guest.
Special guest, Maeve the Boss Eustace, aka Big Jim.
Big Jim.
Don't call me Big Jim still.
What is this? Don't feel bad, Maeve. My niece, I call her Pork Chop.
Oh, but that's cute.
That's cute.
She just turned 16, and I still call her Pork Chop.
Sure, she loves it.
Yeah.
As a young goth teenager, she actually does.
Yeah. Shh. No. Okay. All right. I'm moving on.
Yeah.
Okay. The female lead in this film finds herself followed by an invisible force after sleeping with her boyfriend.
I have to tell you the female lead or just the movie?
The movie.
It Follows.
Yes.
Because I was like, oh no, I don't know that I don't know that young lady's name.
Yeah,
I know the movie, don't know the young lady's name.
Sequel just got announced too. I'm excited about that.
I like that as a standalone movie.
It would work. Yeah, we'll see how good the sequel is, but otherwise, it does. It's a solid standalone. Okay.
Okay. Colin.
Yes.
Buster Keaton's granddaughter, Camille Keaton, starred in what?
No, I'm incredulous because I'm fucked.
Starred in what? In what controversial 1978 graphic revenge flick that was later remade in 2010?
That gave it away so easy. Okay, I didn't know this was her, and I hate this movie completely, but I spit on your grave.
Yes.
I didn't know that was her either. That's wild.
That's insane.
I'm tired. I
So
really
yeah,
wanna
your
do
father,
that
your grandfather's busted
on your
kid.
That is nudity.
knees.
Maeve, come on.
Man.
We're almost done.
2 more questions, Maeve, and then we'll wrap it
Okay,
up.
we're almost done.
I want you to.
Well, she's another thing she's gonna end up in therapy for.
I know. It's gonna be a big bill.
Remember that time she ignored me? Okay.
That's when you look at her
John.
and the psychiatrist and you say, it's called fucking coping mechanisms.
Yes, exactly.
I was helping you to be more independent.
That's why I chase her around in that Pokemon mask all the time.
Then she cries.
When we were, I think I've told this on stream before, when we were little and we would get hurt, my dad would go, well, just milk your mouse. And we all became terrified of this because it was a police pain compliance technique where he would take your pinky and push up on it when it's bent. Oh, it hurts so much. And especially like my brother and I both were in slings at the same time when we were young. He fell out of a willow tree because he's an idiot and broke his arm. And I had my shoulder pulled out of socket. And we were both constantly like, oh God, he was like, I'll just milk your mouse. So later on, we were in a family counseling session for a completely different reason. And that got brought up. And he looked at the therapist and was like, what? They were bitching a whole lot. And I just remember my mom and my dad, one of his bachelor's degrees in psychology. And the entire, or was, I should say, on the entire ride home, my mom was so mad because she also has a bachelor's in psychiatry or psychology. And she was just like, her hair, her face as red as her hair. It was fucking hilarious.
Ooh, I love it.
God, just the bad old days. All right, you gotta blow this one, Colin.
I will.
You
Okay.
gotta blow this one.
Wait, okay. What does the photographer find lurking in the sewers in the 1984 movie Chud?
Cannibalistic humanoid underground dwellers.
Damn it.
Yes, because that stands for Chud.
Oh, it's a Chud.
I didn't know that.
Bud the Chud.
It's a fun. It suffers
Chud's
from
solid.
budgetary reasons. Yeah, Chud 2 sucks.
Chud, yeah. Chud to me is like Alligator. Alligator's a really solid flick.
Oh, but Alligator delivers on a way that Chud just doesn't because of just terrible behind the scenes like restrictions that they ran into. But the premise of Chud is so solid,
Yeah.
and for what they do, it works completely. But yeah, man, like, oh, I wish they went with like the Chuds how they did with like you see so many wonderful shots of the alligator and alligator. Oh man,
And Robert Forster, who I
that
feel elevates
movie is-
almost every movie.
That movie is full of so many wonderful moments, like the whole through line of him losing his hair and people talking shit about it. And it's just like
That's so weird too. They wrote that into the movie because that's what he was going through in real life.
Yeah, and
It's a super dick move.
yeah, he's so stressed about his hair, and everyone's always bringing up like, "Hey, you ever think about getting a wig?" And he's just like, "What are you talking about?"
Which I was watching a thing where they were talking about how that was not in the script. That was all like improv to try to throw Robert Forster off because he was such a pro.
Well, he danced around.
Yeah, he danced around perfectly. They said he would be so. They had such a good sense of humor that he after the shot would be like, "Fuck you."
Yeah, man. And like you said, he elevates everything he's in. I miss that guy. He was a wonderful presence.
Great actor.
Everything.
Great character actor.
Yeah.
Like a character actor with like leading actor looks.
Yeah.
It's a weird situation.
Yeah.
But very handsy man.
Not a Charles Durning.
No.
A dumpling of a man. But I love him.
Have you watched the Garth Marenghi stuff? I think you find on YouTube called Bitch Killer.
No.
And I think it's a clip from Dean Lerner, Man to Man with Dean Lerner, where Matthew Holness is playing this very ugly actor who only gets to play like horrible roles, like women murderer roles, and they're interviewing him. The interviewer's like, "You're such a horrific person." And he's like, "Well, I'm not really like that." And he's like, "And you're ugly. God, you're ugly." Just goes on and on. But they show like these micro clips of him in the movie, and it's just like any Matthew Holness, Richard Adoye, I can't say his name. Iowade, like all of their shit during that time period where they're like, it's like all like 3 layers deep of them playing a character, and then it has nothing to do with them as people. You know, the fact that like Matthew Holness for a long time never owned up to Garth Marenghi, like that he was just like, I don't know that guy.
That's the commitment he has is astounding. Like
there is on YouTube, there is an entire first season commentary track for the entirety of Dark Place, and they all do it in character the whole way through, and it's commentary even on the commentary parts from the show. Like there's a point where they're watching Garth talk about the show on the show, and then Holness as Garth on the commentary track is talking about how handsome he is. It's fucking amazing. It's like 3 hours long, and it's worth it. Just listen to it.
I'm going to because it's I love those guys.
Yeah. All right.
Last round
question for me, unless you screw the pooch and then we tie.
Yeah.
All right. What astrological event occurs during the 2017 movie Veronica that causes the character to invoke harmful spirits?
I've never heard of this movie.
Yay! I was hoping I'd have one. I was like, I didn't know this either. And I figured, I mean, I don't know a lot. But
Astrological
Veronica.
event?
An astrological event.
Lunar eclipse.
Solar eclipse.
Oh, I figured it was either that or Halley's Comet. One of those 3. I knew with
that was a good guess.
I've never even heard of that.
I've never heard of this movie.
I hadn't either, but again, I don't know a lot.
I want to see what the cover looks like.
Yeah, I need to look this up too.
Oh, it's the first thing that pops up, 2017.
Oh, pretty high Rotten Tomato score.
It's got a solid cast.
Netflix and Pluto.
Well, I will have to.
Yeah. Okay.
This is. It was inspired by a true story.
Oh.
Yeah. All right, learning something.
Oh.
All right,
Carl, you ready to?
And this one's for all the marbles. I'm putting it all on the line. This is for the right to be the king of Spoopy Trivia Mountain.
At least until next Halloween. You've got it won, because unless you miss, I can't even catch you if you miss it.
Let's do this.
All right. In the 2012 movie, The ABCs of Death,
fuck me.
How many stories were included in the film?
25, 26, 27. I don't know. How many? I don't know the letters in the alphabet all of a sudden. My mind's not working. What the 20, 25?
26.
26. God damn it.
I knew that. I knew that one.
Oh, I should have had you steal.
Well, just like the one earlier, I did know that one. So I lost by 1.
I see, and I've never heard him well, I mean, he talks about a lot of stuff, but like this I've never heard him say the ABC. I've never heard of this. So I'm like, maybe he doesn't know
I
this.
just never watched it. I never watched it. Oh, God.
You've never seen it?
I've never seen it. No.
It's okay.
But also, it makes sense that it's like the ABCs and there's 26. So I'm like,
They're
okay, well,
super short. I mean, they're just a bunch of shorts, but they're all by different directors, so that makes it kind of interesting. It's kind of like got the VHS. I think it was VHS before VHS.
Yeah, I think it came around the same time. I know the cover. It's got like the Grim Reaper on it or something.
Yeah. It's okay. I mean, it's not something I would go back and rewatch. Like I think VHS has some parts of it where I'm like, I'd rewatch that. That was really
fun. Oh yeah, Ratma.
But like this was just okay.
Oh, okay. Well,
you won, man! Congratulations. You called your shot and you pulled it off.
Did I? I thought I lost.
No, you won. I got 13. You got 14. Because your miss, I had 11. No, you won 14-12. I missed 2.
Although
you had one
I did put it all on the line on that last question, and I don't feel like I got it right. So
You didn't get it right.
No.
But you still won. You had more points. You won.
I put it all on the line. Okay, never mind. I'm taking it. I'm running away with the championship title. And the real winner is the friends we made along the way. I agree.
Or in this case, it's the innocents we slayed along the way.
Yeah, I like
The
that.
blood we spilled. Yeah, Colin, where can people find you?
You can find me here every other Tuesday doing Meng on Meng. Then every other Thursday alternating on that. You find us here doing
Hey, Shaggy, I got one more point because I answered that last question.
And definitely this weekend coming up, we got Extra Life. You'll find me all over the place on that. We've got some special Spoopy Boys coming up for that. I'm doing 3 traditional tabletop kind of games. And also I think I'm doing a few game sessions, definitely Sea of Thieves, and I will be in costume for that. So yeah, find me there. I'll be pirating it up if you guys are interested. So yeah, that's where I'll be.
You can find me also this Friday. My first game is at 6. It's 6 to 8. And I'm doing a game using the Rotten Odds rule set, the 2-page rule set called Night of the Living Boomers. And then I don't think I have anything until I guess I'm doing King of the Castle in the morning on Sunday. I still have no idea how that game works. I have my Ravenloft slasher game, The Endless Road, on Saturday at 6. That's 6 to 10. And then Project Zomboid at 8 a.m. on Sunday. I know there's a Spoopy Boy thing in there somewhere. I'm missing it.
I think, don't we have 2 Spoopy Boys?
I think we have 2 Spoopy Boys. I just don't see it on my thing. I think I'm only playing in Spirit of 76, which is what Matt's running.
Yeah.
Spoopy Boys Final Rankings, midnight on Saturday.
Yeah.
And then I know I've got one more. Oh, Star Wars. Thunderous Applause on the 10 on Sunday. That'll be a 4-hour banger. Everybody's playing Jedi. And it's right at the end of the Clone Wars. Literally the very end of the Clone Wars. You know what I'm saying.
So everyone gets away and has a wonderful life, is what you're saying. It's happy endings all around.
Yeah, that's why it's called Thunderous Applause. If anyone remembers Natalie Portman's line in the Senate at that.
Yeah, she's like, "This is how we have fun."
Yeah, this is how we have. It's if you dub it, it's like she says, "This is how fun lives." The Thunderous Applause. Order 66 in real time. I'm promising you, it's going to be interesting.
Execute Order 66.
So, and that's like all weekend. And then I don't know. Sunday we will do a rap show and not prep school. And then I have nothing on that Monday. And we have Spoopy Boys again on the 9th, unless we choose to skip Spoopy Boys that week and instead do Meng on the 7th. And we can talk about that.
Yeah.
Since we'll be like 5 Spoopy Boys in a row.
Yeah.
I think we're still trying to figure out like the watch along. I don't know.
Oh, you know what? We should do that if it is just needing to do whatever's free through Prime. Like, I'm sure.
Yeah, I think the problem is we had to set it up through Beard's Twitch. So
okay,
I think Beard has Prime though. If he does, we just have to have him get it up and running. And yeah, we'll pick a movie. We'll watch a late night. Cassandra was like, "Aren't you doing that? Because I want to make you popcorn." I was like, "Yeah."
Yum. That'd be fun. Popping and corning. All right.
Whew. Tony, thank you for emceeing and keeping all of the cats herded.
You're welcome. I try.
Us and Maeve.
Yeah, thank you, Tony. Thank you. I know how hard it is.
Yes, I'm being beckoned into the bathroom right now. So
I can hear that. Yeah, I can hear.
Yep. Maeve, it's fine.
Tell Rodan and Mothra I said hello. Everyone else, have a happy Halloween. And we'll see you on Friday for Extra Live.
Please show up. Bye. Stay spoopy. Happy Halloween. Bye.